No one is ever defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. Now, welcome to the Lead Book Review Series. And today, this is the third episode in this series. And today is all about Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, this is a series that I started so that I can create a diary of the books I have read. Now, by creating this diary, now I can be able to share the books that have contributed to who I am today. Now, I am Samuel Kimu, in case you didn't know me, and I'm the founder and CEO of NK Elite. Now, NK Elite is it's an agency which focuses on one thing, that is optimizing revenue for non-profits and for skincare direct-to-customer brands. Now, on to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, I have three main takeaways from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And now, the first takeaway is that you should know what you want. So, the first thing is for you to be very clear on what you want. And now, this clarity of what you want is the one that, if you're not clear enough, it results in you having what you want being just a wish. But now, when you know what you want, what you end up having a burning desire for you to have that something that you want. So that is what is the difference between having a being very clear on what you want and not being very clear on what you want. And now, when you're clear on what you want, it is very easy for your mind to create a plan for you to get what you want. But now, if you're not clear on what you want now, you end up not having clarity on what you want because now your subconscious mind doesn't have something that is definite that it can work with. The second takeaway is about the difference between those who win and those who fail. And now, the difference is very subtle, but it results in massive impact with what you end up getting as a result of you winning or you losing. And now, the difference is that for those who fail, what happens is that when the going get tough, so when things get hard and now it looks as if the future look dismal and now you cannot see whether you will succeed or not. So when that happens, those who fail, what happens is that they quit and go look for something different to do. On the other hand, those who win, when the going when the going get hard and the future looks dismal, what they do is that they locked in and they stay inside until they get what they want. So that is the difference. And now the difference is persistence. So for those who fail, they don't have persistence. So we can say that their persistence is non-existent. On the other hand, for those who win, they are persistent, knowing that this is what I want and I will, no matter what time it takes, I will stay with it until I become successful in it. So that is the difference between those who win and those who fail. And the difference is persistence. Now, we are on to our third and final takeaway that I have from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And now, the third takeaway is that there is nothing like something or nothing. So you cannot say that. So, for example, the book is about being rich. So you cannot say that you want to be rich, but you will not be offering something in return for you to get those riches. So that is what the lesson is about. And now this lesson is very similar with another book. And now this book is by a conman. And now this conman is Joseph Whale, who is popularly known as the Yellow Kid. And now in his autobiography, he says that the reason that he went about conning people is that he wanted to teach people in a practical way that greed does not pay. That you wanting something or nothing will end up with you losing what you already had. So that is the lesson now. And for me, I find this a very funny lesson because now it is a lesson that has been put forward by someone in the personal development world, and on the other hand, it has been practically put in place by a conman. So, for me to find a lesson that it's very effective in the conman world and a lesson that is very effective in the personal development world, to me makes it very funny. And now I will be covering this autobiography of a conman later in the series. So, but for now, that's all I have for you from Zinc and Glory. And now, this book now is a classic in the personal development world. And now, for me, I've noticed that there are many people who are successful today who have credited Think and Grow Rich as the book that set them in motion for them to reach the levels that they have reached today. And so I will recommend that you go and read the book if you have not read it, you have not yet read it. And the reason is that it has very simple stories which are very relatable that you can relate to in your life today. And now the other thing about this book is that the way it is written is that every chapter builds on each other. And now you start with the first step to riches until you get to the 13th step to riches. So that's why I recommend this book. Now next week I'll be going on in another direction. So we have already covered books about money. So that is The Richest Man in Babylon and Rich Dad Poor Dad. And right now we have covered a book about thinking. So that is Think and Grow Rich. And now next week we'll be covering our fourth book. And now the fourth book that I read. And now this book now is about psychology. And now this is a book written by Abraham Maslow and it's called Motivation and Personality. So that's all for today, and I'll see you next week as I review Motivation and Personality by Abraham Maslow. So for now, bye bye. Carpe diem.